Good morning everyone, this is Manisha Tamudaran and metric number is 268043. I would like to present company profile, corporate milestone, business activities, and I also like to explain why is it good to approve the corporate loan application of Aon. Okay, let's dive in. On September 15, 1984, Aon Co Berhad was established. The Malaysian government requested Aon Japan to help modernize Malaysia's retailing industries, and Aon was founded in response. Aon has established itself as a leading supermarket and general merchandise store network. The ongoing interior refurbishing of Aon stores in order to project an image aimed to fulfill consumers' ever-changing demands and aspiration is proof of this. Okay, next, corporate milestone. Jaya Jesco Store Sdn Berhad was founded in September 1984 and in response to a request from Prime Minister Dato Sri Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad to help modernize Malaysia's retailing business. Initially, many Jesco stores have opened all over Malaysia and some of them has been closed after 2 to 3 years. In December 1996, Jaya Jesco was listed on the main board of KLSC, and many Jesco stores have opened, closed, upgraded until the year of 2000, and this is because it was just a try and error for Jaya Jesco Malaysia. In September 2004, Jaya Jesco officially changed name to Aon Co Berhad the following month. Aon completed a bonus issue for 87 million new ordinary shares, and in order 2000 in 2008 of June, Aon completed bonus issue for 175 million new ordinary shares, and that's how Aon has been grown year by year. Okay, now let's see the Aon's business activities. First, inbound logistic. All activities are involving the receipt and storage of materials obtained from outside sources. Aon, for example, receives of all raw materials and finished goods that will be sold on their premises. Then operation, manufacturing of goods and services, the process of converting resource inputs such as materials into outputs such as product. Aon, for example, typically received a large quantity of raw material and finished product from its supplier. Then they will divide into several small entities that will be distributed throughout the branch and purchased in bulk for wholesale purposes. Third, outbound logistic. All activities associated with the delivering finished good and services to customer. The products are now ready to be assembled for the final customer and shipped to Malaysian branches. Its main concern is getting the products to the customers. Other than these three, Aon also are doing marketing, sales and services. Okay, now let's move to the loan section now. Before assessing the loan application, we actually did some research about the Aon condition in Google and newspaper, and from the resources it's actually stated that Aon is still stable during this pandemic and the loan application is considerable. Okay, in the research resources, Aon Berhad's effort to restructure its costs and adapt to the new retail landscape would provide better profitability for the company in the long run. In a report, MIDF research said that it's upbeat on the retailer's long-term prospect despite near-term challenges caused by the pandemic, and expects performance in 2021 to be better than 2020, although it may not be recovering to the pre-pandemic level yet. Star paper of December 2020 gives a point that Aon is planning to launch its virtual mall platform by second quarter of 21, which is expected to add value to its mall tenants. The management will also focus on differentiating itself from its competitor and tap into its customers' profile to customize its offering. So majority of the resources are giving good image and stable condition, but however, some evaluation and ratio have been made to scan deeper their condition, and that will be presented by my friend. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, good day, doctor and everyone. My name is Lingeshwari. Metric number is 267734. So I'm going to talk about the ratio analysis of Aon Co Berhad. So ratio analysis is important for every company to analyze their financial structure of the company. So as we see the first ratio, which is liquidity ratio. Liquidity ratio is very important for every company. So under this ratio, we have current ratio. A company's ability to meet short-term financial obligation is measured by its current ratio. So this ratio is used by the creditors to determine whether the short-term loans are approved or not. Then the Aon score had as current ratio less than 1, which is shows 0.35. So this indicates that the company may have trouble meeting its current obligation. Furthermore, the current ratio of current year of 2020 also compared to the previous year, current ratio shows the company is not making the most use its current assets or short-term funding options. So usually creditors prefer a high current ratio which is like greater than 1. So Aon's current ratio of the year 2020 shows 0.35, so which means Aon's company quick assets are equal to their current liabilities. So the next ratio is performance ratio. Under this ratio, there is sales growth. Normally, sales growth is to determine the revenue as increase or decrease over the period of time. So, as we see in Aon's company Berhad, the sales growth of the current year, which is 2020, shows decrease compared to the previous year. So, this is because the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic on the companies. This is lead to the difficult to achieve Aon's company Berhad organization target, and also this affects the Aon's productivity. So the sales growth decreased to 10.7% in the year 2020. So this shows the negative results for the sales growth for Aon company for the very first time. So Aon company are facing losses in their productivity. So next we move to the next ratio, which is return on asset ratio. The return on asset ratio calculated based on the total sales divided by total average assets. So this ROE is called profits as benefit from the total assets. So but the ROE of the company must be higher than 1. So therefore Aon Berhad is unstable in their return on. Next ratio is return on equity. Return on equity is in percentage form, which is financial analysis that divides the total remuneration by the value of the investor. So as we see in Aon company's return on equity shows is so less than 12%. However, for a company, the ROE is much between 12% to 15%. So we see that Aon's company's return on equity shows 0.02 in the year 2020. So it clearly shows us they are unstable in their ROE as well. So Aon's company will have difficult to meet the company's productivity. Next we see the gearing ratio. Gearing ratio is a very important ratio for a company to determine whether the loan to approve or not. So as we see in gearing ratio of Aon company shows 2.65% in the year of 2020. So as we compare to 2019, the gearing ratio show is 2.86, which is higher than 2020. But still the gearing ratio in 2020 is stable because it is greater than 1. So Aon company is a well-established company. Therefore, higher gearing ratio indicates that Aon company as a riskier financial structure. So next we are going to see the interest coverage ratio. Interest coverage ratio is a debt and profitability ratio that calculates on how easily a company can pay interest on the outstanding debts. The interest coverage ratio is calculated by dividing a company's earning before interest and taxes, which we call EBIT, by its interest expenses over a specific time period. As for Aon company, the interest coverage ratio shows in 2020 is 1.74. Have then enough earnings to overcome the interest payments in order to survive in their future. So next we are going to see the efficient ratio. Efficient ratio is very important for a company because these are helpful to calculate the average number of days it takes a company to pay to vendors for credit purchase. These are very simple payment arrangements in which the buyer is given a set number of days to pay for the purchases. The good average payment period is between 95% to 99 only. So as we see the Aon company, the average payment period in 2020 shows 117 days period only. So the Aon company took 117 days to pay off the credit account payable. Therefore, Aeon Company have enough cash to meet the financial obligation due to the payment period. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day to doctor and my fellow friends. My name is Leela Nair, daughter of Sridharan. My metric number is 267564. Now I'm going to present about 5C credit analysis. 5C consists of character, capital, capacity, collateral and condition. First is character. Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad is a well-known retail store in Malaysia and also known as one of the top department store in the country for the ease of Malaysian contextualization, supermarket and mall retail brands. Aeon is a subsidiary of the Aeon Group of companies and 51.68% owned by a Japan-based holding company. Aeon Core was run by the chairman and managing director. The chairman of Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad is Dato' Iskandar bin Sarudin. He holds a Bachelor of Arts Honours in Malay from the University of Malaya in Kuala Lumpur as well as a Diploma in Public Administration. The chairman of the board provides strong leadership and is responsible for instilling good corporate governance practices and board effectiveness. He is a professional and a famous person since he holds a variety position. Encik Shafi bin Shamsuddin is the managing director of Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad. He is a Singaporean and he is now 50 years old. He holds a Bachelor of Business Administration from Nanyang Technological University in Singapore. He is in charge of the company's operation as well as the implementation of the board policies and decisions. Next is capacity. Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad had a net operational cash flow of 396,087. This shows that the corporation is capable of meeting its obligations such as funding its operating activities and paying dividends. Aeon reported another profitable year in 2020 and has continued to pay dividend to stockholders. Despite adverse conditions, the company was able to pay dividends to their stockholders, showing that the company is financially secure and capable of paying dividends. Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad had been awarded as the Best Taxpayer 2020. This shows that Aeon Core is contributing to the country's economic stability by paying taxes. Other than that, the gearing ratio of Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad in 2020 is 2.65%, which is lower than previous year. For capital, Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad has a capital of 700,000. The capital is the amount of money put in the firm by the owner and executive team. The capital was viewed as a proof of the borrower's commitment to the firm because they had invested their own money in it. Next is collateral. Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad has a range of collateral that is sufficient as a guarantee for the loan and also act as a backup in the event that they default on the loan. The collateral provided by the organization is more than adequate to secure the loan. The organization asset will serve as collateral for the bank. Last is the condition. The loan will be used to further Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad expansion and to upgrade its online outlets. Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad share price has risen 18.6% in the last 3 months, outperforming the 0.4% fall in the broader consumer sector. With the reopening of the economic sector, Aeon Core Malaysia Berhad is currently blooming in businesses and expect a strong performance this year in comparison to 2020. Due to the movement control order, the company revenue in 2020 was 10.8% lower than in prior years, and the company top line performance were also poor. In year 2020, the organization had seen an increase in online sales. The company balance sheet is fundamentally sound with stable cash flows and a strong cash position to meet working capital requirements. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and hi everyone. My name Muhammad Safar bin Suhaimi. My matric card number 265125. I will continue the part sustainability. The role of different stakeholders, it can be five. First, employees should be perform their duties and prevent engaging in ethical behavior. Second, government is help company a long-term viability is done approved, it will be effect, reputation and out of market. And third, community. CSR will help the community and gains community trust. And fourth, customer. When the excellent quality, they will return and become a loyal customer. And fifth, shareholder. We also know as a owner and vital function in the organization.
Corporate governance is set out the Aon Group. We call the Aon because corporate affair management, and we call company policy regarding its corporate governance system. The company board of director must approve policy changes. Corporate management system with a group view, transparent, sustainable and stable management and constant innovation. And structure and function of the board director. The board of directors set and implement the company basic management policies and oversees the performance of the director and executive officer. Next, the board of director activities. Providing appropriate information to outside directors, meeting materials, explanation and vital information on an element of management. Three committees such as the nomination, audit and compensation committees. Determining how to carry out your company operation. The AO Management Committee refers and debates business execution, policies and critical topic with the representative, the executive officer. Deputy Chief of Staff. The company representative executive officer are appointed by the board. Next, the training and education of management personnel and the dissemination of information and the support of top-level management. It's all about the management skill planning committee, then develop an individual growth strategy and implement it by assigning work assignment and offering training in accordance with that the strategy. Establishment and monitoring of the internal compliance reporting system. The Aon Code of Conduct hotline operational rules safeguard whistleblower and those who help in investigation. And the last one, how to choose an external accounting. With the system in place, an external accounting auditor can undertake essential audits to ensure accurate financial reporting. In the last my part, risk management, the problems that above represent Aon CO and Berhad Group management views of the date of filing the most recent annual securities report. There are 6 types in the risk management. First, realization of a carbon-free economy. Aon has 19,094 stores in 14 countries, most serious impacts on global warming. And second, biodiversity conservation. Overfishing harm the biosphere. Global warming causes unexpected weather, putting our natural resources in peril. They are based on concept, agriculture and marine ecosystem. Third, improve resources utilization. Aon is accountable for its own waste, as well as consumer waste from plastic shopping bag and food containers. To reduce the food, they launched in Japan with the 21 local food producers. Number 4, working in partnership with communities. They can gain the combination skills. And number 5, developing products and stocks that meet the expectation of society. When the global supply chain has evolved, ensuring quality product and safety has gotten more difficult. And the last one, fair business practices based on human rights implementation. The corporation must comply with local law and regulation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Good day to our lecturer and fellow friends. My name is Vanishashri Lord of Dinagaran, matrix number 267578. I'll be presenting about the conclusion and recommendation for Aeon Co-Berhad's loan application. This research seeks to discover the bank's decision to award Aeon Co-Berhad a loan. Based on the findings, we discovered that Aeon Co-Berhad's ratio analysis was performed effectively from 2016 until 2019. However, by 2020, the ratio analysis had deteriorated due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But this cannot be the only factor for us to reject the loan application. Let's take a look at the 5C analysis of Aeon Co-Berhad. The 5 C's are character, condition, capability, capital, and collateral. The 5C research reveals that Aeon Co-Berhad has performed well in terms of character, as it is well known in terms of character and its well-established retail store in Malaysia. It is also important to assess Aeon's ability and condition to pay for the operations and capital expenditures during the COVID-19 pandemic itself. Aeon Co-Berhad also has a substantial capital base which helps with loan approval. Aeon's collateral also shields the lender from credit risk. These are all a good 5C analysis that Aeon Co-Berhad has shown, which makes them eligible to the loan application. Moreover, Aeon Co-Berhad also practice a good corporate governance. The group established the Aeon COVID-19 protocol for infectious disease control in June 2020, which outlines the group's infectious disease control criteria. Thus, the loan application is approved for Aeon Co-Berhad. Next, I'll continue with the recommendations. First, examining the credit history of our consumers. Any information on a credit report that cannot be verified or has been proven to be incorrect must be erased. Prior to sending a letter disputing any debt to the credit reporting firm, it is usually a good idea to contact the appropriate creditor. If you take the initiative, you can usually resolve a dispute faster if there was an error. Number 2 is learning about your collateral options. When a secured loan necessitates collateral, the lender is aiming to mitigate the risk associated with providing credit. To ensure that the collateral provides enough security, the lender will want to match the type of collateral with the loan being offered. The usable life of the collateral must be generally exceed or at the very least meet the loan's tenor. Otherwise, the lender's secured interest would be jeopardized. As a result, short-term assets such as receivables and inventory will not be accepted as collaterals for a long-term loan, but they will be appropriate for short-term financing such as a line of credit. The third one is to safeguarding your valuables. Public records exist for security interests in real estate or personal property that have been legally recorded, because a creditor wants to make a priority claim on the collateral being used to finance the loan. The creditor will look into the public records to discover whether there are any prior claims on the collateral. That's all from me. Thank you.